Hello, happy Wednesday, everyone. Can I get a thumbs up if you can see me and hear me? I was almost late for my own live stream. You guys would have forgiven me, right? Okay, let's go see who is here. Well, first I'll wait for a thumbs up. Make sure everyone can see me and hear me. Okay, so I'm assuming you guys can hear me and see me. I haven't seen anyone. Yes, okay. Thank you very much, Georgina. Okay, or anyone else answering now. Okay, we have Susan had dropped in. Hi, Marie. Well, hello, Susan. And Kathy Quilts and Crafts. Pat and Beverly is saying hello, Scrappy friends. So Terry is here with her pretty pink gloves on. Glad to see you all. We'll be back in time for the live. Oh, she must have dropped in before the live stream started. See, I know what's going on once in a while. Georgina says, afternoon, just finished making 10 zippered book covers for Christmas. So there you go, Georgina. Way to dive right in there. June says hello to Terry. Doris, hi Doris. How are you doing? How are you doing? Georgina says, first time doing zippers, no longer scared of zips. Well, that's awesome. Okay, I'll have to hurry through this because we've got people popping in here. Okay. Georgina says it's 9 and cloudy in Ontario, Canada. Hi, Gisela. She says hello to everyone in the chat. Nancy Tupin is here from Oregon. Got people saying hello to each other. Laura Supp is here. Patricia Priest is here. Love My Crafts. Hello to you, Mary. Betty is here. Shelly. Hi. Long time no see is right. Oh, it is skipping right along. If I apologize if I miss anyone. Andrea is here. Pamela Crow. Shirley. Barb. Carla. Judy. Let's see. Frida, happy Wednesday to you as well. Maria is here. Haven't been here for a while. Yes, it is good to be here. I haven't been here for 3 weeks. So, okay, and there's Kelly from Kelly's Quilts and Cruises. She's having some coffee, and Jill is here. Giovanna, let's see. Doris, okay, it's good to keep busy, my dear. It sure is. Barb, while you were gone, I made 3 Christmas panels, one for each grandchild. That's awesome. Hello, Giovanna. All right, so it is an overcast day here in northern Maine, and it's 48 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 9 degrees Celsius, because I look it up just for you guys. I have missed you guys like crazy. So it has literally been 3 weeks to the day since we have gotten together. So, you know, I could tell you every little thing that went on, but I don't want to bore you. But number one, I've told you guys before, I know I have, that sometimes I get pain flare-ups, and when that happens, I don't do anything. So there was some of that mixed in there. My husband had to have a minor surgery, so there was that mixed in there. As you know, my mom has been in and out of the hospital. Right now she's been in the hospital and the rehab nursing place. You pile about 10 times more of that on there, and you got my life over the last 3 weeks. So I apologize for not being here, but I really needed to step away and take some me time, which I know you guys all understand. Hi, Nancy. Guess who Nancy is here? Richard's here from Rhode Island. Danelle is here. Hi, Danelle. Okay, so yeah, there was a lot about that going on. And have you guys ever had a pajama day where you just sit in your pajamas and you don't do anything else, you just kind of sit there? That's kind of what I did for a few weeks. I didn't do any sewing, other than I did finish up some really pretty autumn postcards. They were a little late going out to people, but I got them going. Hi, Lori. Good to see you. We haven't seen you in a while. So we have a lot kind of to go over because this is our first of the month, even though it's not. It's our first Wednesday of the month live stream, which means a few things. There's one extra drawing, as well as the reminder, the monthly reminder that if you haven't done so already, change your needle, dust your machine, give that a good dusting, clean those dust bunnies out and those little pieces of thread that get caught in the cutter all around. And if your machine is one that needs oil, you might want to give it a drop or two. Hi, Deb. She says she has a lot of those days. I totally understand that. And yes, if you guys want to catch my attention for anything in the chat, please put it in all caps. Just don't make every message all caps, but it's easier for me to find it that way. So, also, I would like to thank my admins, my mods, my girls. They are the wheels that keep this place spinning. And they do so in my absence, they do so when I'm here, and they're the best. I could not go on without them. Hi, Carla. She says I've had a truckload of stuff. Yes. I also have friends and loved ones who, well, of course my friends are my loved ones, but also who have had issues going on. So, of course, when everything kind of gets heaped on, sometimes you just want to hide under the covers, and kind of what happened, really. Julie Phillips says, good morning. It's been a very long time since I was able to catch you live. Well, I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much. Judy Hebert is here. Richard says he cleaned his machine, changed the needle on Monday. You're just trying to get ahead of me. Okay, Tootie is here. Hi, Tootie. All right, so I'll go back to the chat here in just a few. I also would like to thank Kimberly from My Fabric Addiction 1 because she sponsors our weekly fabric giveaway. And if you're new here and you wonder, how do I get in the running for fabric? Well, number one, you have to live in the U.S. because of postage costs. Number two, you have to leave me a comment, not here in the live stream where everyone's talking right now, but after you leave me a comment. And in that comment, you use the word fabric. And if you haven't won anything in the past 90 days from my channel, you have a chance to win because I draw one each Wednesday. Now, I also have other prizes available, and that is the comment of the week. And that's where I draw no special words, no incantations, anything like that. You just need to leave a comment, and you might win a postcard. I need to post some to the Facebook group, which I haven't been on in a few weeks, but I made some autumn postcards. I do have a few left somewhere here. Oh, I have more than I thought, because I have that one. Oh, I have more than what I thought left, I guess. I just put one away this morning that was one of my favorites, though. And that's the one I'm looking for. Oops, that one's for next year. Happy Halloween. All right, I guess I don't know where it went to, but I had another autumn one. Oh, well, anyway, you could win a postcard. Now, yes, I'm giving away some autumn postcards right now, but I also have some regular postcards to give away, too. So all you need to do is leave a comment, and I choose one postcard winner every week. And then there is the Creative Word of the Day contest, and the really quick run-through is I give you a creative word of the day each Wednesday, and if you use that word in the comment below the video, your name goes in for a monthly drawing, which we will be drawing for this Wednesday today, because this is our first Wednesday of the month because I haven't had a live stream yet this month. So what I do is I take one person's name from each of the previous month's videos, and if it's 4 or 5, I put them all together in this handy little basket that one of you made for me, and we draw one winner. Now, they could get something that I make for them, something I buy for them, something whatever. You can live anywhere in the world, you just can't have won anything in the last 90 days from my channel. The only thing that is different is if you live outside the U.S., it will be something different because of postal costs. All of these rules are written in the description box below the video. So let me see what I've missed here. Laura says, I wonder if it's the time of year. My fibromyalgia has been in a flare for the past month. I am sorry to hear that, Laura. That's tough. I really don't know. I have CRPS and arthritis, and there are times where it just gets really bad, and that was kind of really bad. Lovey Girl just stopping by to swap howdies. Well, howdy to you. Thank you so much. Terry's being funny. She says she can change the needle all month long and still not be done. That's because she has a million sewing machines. Richard says he finished all his sewing for the church bazaar, now crocheting to relax. That is awesome. Thank you, Judy. Alrighty. Oh, Kathy Bennett. Well, hello. She says, hi, Marie. I've been away a long time, just too busy on Wednesdays. Miss you all. Well, we miss you too. Kathy was always hanging around with us at the beginning, but you know, life happens, and I understand. Okay, so now we need to get to the fun part, the happy mail. Nah, it's all fun. It's all fun with you guys. Okay, so I'm going to say this. If I miss anything that I got in the last 3 weeks, I apologize. Luby Girl. Oh, okay. All right. I'll try to remember that. Oh, Susan says going to be making homemade apple pie filling later today. Well, that sounds yummy. I have a lasagna in the oven right now. So, what did I get for Happy Mail? I got 2 cards. I got one from Marion J. She's in Massachusetts. And Marion had won a fabric postcard a while back. Let's just say it was a while back. And we had such a hard time connecting to get her address that it was incredibly late. By the time she got her postcard, I felt really bad. But she really loved her postcard. Like, you know, just loved it. Oh, take care, Julie. Thank you for dropping in. We're glad you were here. And she enjoyed that so much. And I knew she'd been in and out of the hospital. So better late than never. I sent her an autumn postcard. And she sent me a thank you note, saying how much it meant to her that I had done that. I keep glancing over here because you see, Terry needs lasagna. Now, years ago, there used to be a CD tray, you know, those for the CD-ROM or whatever you call them in the computer. Everyone had that little tray. You just put the disc in there and, you know, you could start the program. If I had that little slot, Terry, I would send you some lasagna through that. I think that would work, wouldn't it? Might be a little gooey by the time it reached you, but, you know, it's the thought that counts. Okay, so I got cards from Marion, and I got a beautiful card from Carol H. And since I didn't ask either one about using their names, I'm going to leave it at that. They know who they are. And one of our mods, my friend Lisa, the one spelled L-E-S-A, she has sent me 2 packages. Now, I know I believe I showed you guys the pieces from what she sent me, but she had said there was more. And I got this package, and I was so excited. This came in on a really bad day. It was a really bad day here, so the timing couldn't have been any more perfect. Now, going to describe as best I can. This is RFID fabric. So if you don't know what this is, I was telling another friend of mine, it feels almost like that really ritzy ribbon that you'd use to wrap a gift with. You know, that stuff. Anyway, it feels like that. So what it does is it blocks radio frequencies. So you can use it in wallets and things like that, so that if anyone is trying to steal like the information off the little card, what do you want to call it? The little strip that's on like your debit and credit cards and things like that. People can do that. It's a real thing. So this helps block it, and you use it in wallets and coin purses and things like that. Lasagna party, yes. Yes, Kathy, we're glad you're here too. I'm sorry that I'm so far behind in the chat, everyone. So thank you, Lisa. And she knows I love these. She gets these with fabric on them, and she knows I reuse them, so she sends me these. My ALEXA is going off over there. So RFID fabric is also called Faraday cloth. Faraday, Faraday cloth. But it's easier to remember RF for radio frequency, ID, RFID. I'll try to, well, I won't, I'm going to write it down. I will link it down below. I'll just find the first one I can come to. So after the video, I will link it in the description box. She got me some of my favorite micron markers. Now, I use these on my fabric postcards. I use them on fabric if I need to write, because they're the archival quality. They last a really long time. They don't fade out. And my favorite size is the 0.05. So she got me those. And I will not cry. I got two things here. So this one is a sticker. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. Be right side up too. Oh, homemade sloppy joes, yum. Hi, Peggy Lee. Yeah, Luby Girl says RFID, never heard of it, but now I gotta check it out. Giovanna has a card holder that has that blocking material. Yes, it's RFID. Jill just got some. Carla is making New Mexico green chili stew. Well, I've never heard of that. Yes, Faraday cloth. Hi, Valerie. All right, so she got me that, and then there was this. Now, before I read you what's on the Post-it note, I'm going to read you this. This isn't a sticker, but it says, "You are the most brilliant, excellent, wonderful, awesome, beautiful, fantastic, compassionate, generous, considerate, nicest, sweetest, kindest person in the whole wide world, and I really appreciate you, Marie." It has my name on it. And she wrote, "Hey, Marie, this is not a sticker. It's just the truth." And that was really sweet. So thank you very much, Lisa. I appreciate everything. You're very thoughtful and sweet. And I'm definitely going to try out the RFID fabric very soon. Now, have you noticed my shirt? What, you didn't? It says, "I choose pins." Now, anyone who has known me for a long time, or maybe just a short time, knows that I do use binder clips, or those, whatever you call them, clips, every once in a while. They're not binder clips. What are they? Anyway, I have them, but I prefer pins. I just do for most projects. So imagine my surprise when I got a package in the mail, and it came from Jill, who is here today, and she got me this t-shirt that says, "I choose pins," and she got this, said it was my happy belated birthday present. And she also got me a package of stickers, and they're just assorted like sewing stickers. They're adorable. There's so many different ones in there. I had them out. I've had them out more than once looking through them. But there's different spools of thread, tape measure. I won't go through them all. A little girl sitting doing some sewing. Just some gorgeous stickers. Thank you very much, Jill. I love everything. Oh, there's a sewing machine one. Thank you very, very much. And the shirt is so fitting. And so thank you, everyone. Now, before I go off topic, it's not something I do. I've just actually been asked quite a bit recently over the past month and a half. So I guess about once a month I'm going to mention it on a live stream. I have been asked if I have channel memberships, or how people can help support my channel. I don't offer those at this point. It's not something I really want to do at this point, because I'm having a difficult enough time keeping up with the average everyday things, but when you have memberships, you kind of have to put out either early release content for the people supporting your channel or something extra, and I'm just not up for that. But if you would like to support my channel in any way, there are many ways you can help. I'm going to say 4 or 5 months ago, one of you had gifted me postage stamps. I believe it was 4 books of postage stamps. I'm down to my last book of stamps. I send out postcards. I send out mailings. If you wanted to purchase postage stamps, that would be helpful. I also have an Amazon wish list. I haven't updated it for a while, but there's still some things on there that I like or use. But Etsy gift card. There's an Etsy gift card for patterns or things like that. But the biggest takeaway I want you to know, you do not have to do anything. But to those of you who have asked, I told you that I would address it in a public manner. So this is what we've got. So if you have any questions about any of that, my email address is in the description box below the video. It's mariescrappycreations@yahoo.com with 2 S's after Marie. And my Amazon wish list link is down below in the description box. So thank you for that as well. So let me go back up and see what is happening. Oh, Andrea's multitasking. Well, that's good. That's a very good thing. Okay, Carla is going to post her soup on the Facebook site. It's spicy, she says. Yes, Betty, that was sweet. Thank you, Doris. Nancy, she did. We love you, Marie. Well, I love all of you. You guys are awesome. You really are. Every single one of you. Giovanna says she prefers pins. I totally... Wonder clips. Yes, thank you, Georgina. Terry, oh, somebody must have asked about the RFID fabric because Terry says, Judy, I think I have seen bag makers sew it in. I would sandwich it in the liner of a bag. I have not personally used it yet, so if there is a question about that, my idea is I'm going to use it in a tutorial coming up. So that's the best I've got. I don't know when it will be because I'll have to look for something I can use it in. But I will do that. And yes, they are cute stickers. Thank you, Giovanna. Carla says she's 50-50 on pins and clips. Well, see, the thing is, there's a time for me. There's a time and a place. If I am working with a zipper, I'm using pins. If I have, say, a small bag and I'm working and it's going along the sewing machine, the clips, to me, they weight it down, and then I feel like it catches. Goodness. It catches on the machine, and then my sewing isn't straight because it will keep fetching up. So it's probably just because I'm used to it. But I love pins and I love my shirt. Thank you very much, Jill. Thank you, Lisa, and thank you to Marion and to Carol for the cards. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Doris, I'm working on freestanding 3D Christmas ornaments on my embroidery machine. Well, that sounds interesting. Alexa, what are my notifications? She's not going to leave me alone.
Good afternoon, Marie. 2 new notifications. From Amazon Shopping. A shipment has arrived. There are 2 low price offers on items.
Alexa, stop. Thank you. All right, I apologize, but that was going to keep dinging until I did that. All right, so what have I been doing in my pajama days time, for lack of a better word? Okay, I told you guys I used to always knit and crochet, so I dug out some of the stuff. So the first thing I did, I knew where my double point knitting needles were, and I have always loved to knit in the round. I love to knit socks, mittens, gloves, you name it, like that. I love it. Now these don't have the thumbs on them yet, but I am knitting mittens. There's the second one. And then there is a young lad next door, and he's just as adorable as can be. And on Halloween, he dressed up as Bingo. So I had to go see. I didn't even know it was the name Bingo at the time, because how would I know? I don't know. There is a show called Bingo and Bluey, or Bluey and Bingo. One of those, Bluey and Bingo, I think. So they're the same character, basically, as far as looks go. It's just one is blue and one isn't. One's an orange and a beige. So this is the beginning of his hat. It's going to have a character face on it when I'm done. Like years ago, I was doing Minion hats and Minnie Mouse hats and all that. Anyway, so I'm crocheting that and I'm knitting the mittens. So I have been working on that, and it feels good to be doing something different. In the evenings, just sitting there and doing that. Yes, and Doris mentioned, the embroidery machine, and I've been on the fence on that for a few years. I really think I would use one in some ways. Pat says, my Alexa, I'm not going to say her name, answered you, Marie. That's so funny. Terry says, mine is a woman from India, and I love her accent. Yeah. See, I've been gone 3 weeks. I don't even know how to act. She loves her accent. Now it sounds like we're laughing at people from India having an accident. Terry, I so did not mean to go that way. Anyway, Terry says, my Alexa is a woman from India, and I love her accent. A shipment has arrived. I don't know. Terry says, what? You knit socks? I do. Pam. Hi, Pam. She says, love the mittens. Thank you. Giovanna says, I hate knitting as much as I love crochet. Richard says, I use clips when binding a quilt, sewing fake leather. Yes, and vinyl and thick fabric. I agree on those. Yes. Yes. Hi, Joy T. Good to see you. I'll wave to you, too. Kelly has to go. Thank you so much for dropping in. It's so good to see you and everyone. Seriously. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate it. She says IDE for arrived. Okay. Hey, Charmaine. I knit a pair of socks a week. Oh, I used to. Oh, my land. I used to knit so many, because the men's socks, the adult socks are right up to the knee, because my husband worked outside. It's a Maine winter. And I just love to knit. You get me to turning that heel. I don't mind. I can knit while watching TV. I do not have to look down when I use double points. I tend to look more on straight needles. I don't know why. But I love turning a heel. That is, to me, the best part of knitting right there. I love gloves. Yeah, I love to knit. I really do. I just haven't done it for a while. Laura says, I crochet in the evening almost every day. I knit, but not as well as I crochet. Well, good to know, Laura. Carla says, so cute, knitting and crocheting. Is there no end to your talents? I can't dance. I can't sing. I don't even know if I can make lasagna. No, it's in the oven, but my husband's going to take it out when the beeper goes off. Oh, Betty, you're so cute. This is your talented Marie, and you would love an embroidery machine. Oh, yes. Thank you, Betty, for the reminder. Back to that. So when I looked at them, I saw some that were like about $500, and I think they said 4x6 or 5x7 or something like that, which at the time I started looking meant nothing to me. I'm like, what are they talking about? What's this measurement? Then I realized that it's the measurement of what area you can work in. I do think I would use one, but I don't think that I would be happy with that smaller one, if that makes sense. So right now, it's not financially feasible for me to have one, but while I'm thinking about it, I'll just figure out whether I'd use it or not, because it's no different than a serger. For years I saw all these people with sergers and I thought, oh, would I use it? Should I have one? I don't think I would. I don't sew clothing. Well, I haven't yet. I have dresses on the horizon there for this winter, but I don't foresee myself using a serger enough to make it worth the expense. With an embroidery machine, I think I might use that. Okay, Quilting On, formerly CM. I am so tardy. Well, we're going to need a note to excuse your tardiness. No, you come on in anytime at all. Hi, Charlotte. Good to see you. It is so good to see you. Giovanna says she can knit squares. And Terry says, I crochet but never socks. And Gisela, I love knitting toe-up socks. I have tried them before. I'm not good at the toe-up socks. I was just looking because on Ravelry, I don't know, any of you who knit or crochet might know what I mean by the website Ravelry, Ravelry. Back when I joined years ago, I was actually on a waiting list because they would put you on one. You had to fill out a questionnaire to basically, are you worthy to be on our site? No, it wasn't like that. It was, I think they could only handle so many people, so you answered these questions about what you did and how often you crocheted or knit, or if you were a designer and this and that. But I remember waiting a good 3 or 4 weeks to get onto the website. But now I have pictures on there from, let's say, 2004 of socks that I knit that year, because I would put the picture on, I would log the fabric, the yarn I used, the size needle, the pattern, or whatever. So it's all there. So when I look back, I can tell what I used. And oh my land, one winter, I can't even tell you the piles of stuff I had. There were sweaters that went to an orphanage over in Romania. I was doing that. I can't even remember which organization did that, but I made so many sweaters and slippers that year because that's what was being requested. But anyway, I knit socks, mittens, hats. Yeah, socks, slippers, hats, mittens, gloves, fingerless gloves, scarves, sweaters, the list goes on. Everybody we knew had that stuff. And I really miss the knitting. I find it very relaxing, the counting. Crochet bothers me more, so I don't do it as much. It bothers my neck. But, yeah. All right. Terry says, you dance. You do your happy dance. I do. That's the dancing I do. Andrea says, I'm working on a tutorial for my channel using used dryer sheets and fabric scraps. A lot of the fabric I am using came from my Fabric Addiction 1. I love scraps. I love scraps too. I am with you. And yes, her website is wonderful. She sent me a little blip of a TikTok video that someone had done because she was at the quilt, I don't know what you call it, convention or whatever. I believe it was in Houston a few weeks ago, and they were there. They had a booth set up, so she sent me the video because someone had shown, here's my fabric addiction and this and that, and she showed someone buying something and she handed them a bag. And so when I wrote her, I said, now I want one of those bags, Kimberly. So she said she'd send me a bag and that she had something else for me. So Joy T says, I love knitting and quilting. That's awesome. Hi, Joyce. She says, hey, Marie and everyone. Terry says, Giovanna, me too. I can knit squares. Oh, boy, I'm way behind. I better hush my mouth and just carry on here. What did I miss? Aisha. Hi, Aisha. Mary says she uses her serger a lot, but she sews clothes. I'm sorry. I'll have to go back and read everyone's quotes. Everyone's. I give up. See, I get so excited because I haven't seen you guys in forever. Gisela says I could use the serger for tote bags. Luby girl, I've had a serger for about 7 years, used it 3 times. See, I'm afraid that would be me too. Jamie's late too. That's okay. Kathy says she can crochet, but she can't knit. Laura, I have an embroidery sewing machine combo. I love it. I was told that I should buy a machine with the largest hoop that I could afford. I saved and budgeted, and I'm very happy with my purchase. That is awesome. Let's see. Joy T says, crochet is beautiful and goes fast. It does. Gisela is on Ravelry. I wonder how we find each other on Ravelry. I'm sure I used to know that years ago. I think on there I mainly, Mainely, I'm going to type it in the box here. I think my username, and I'm going to put that out there and I'll be wrong, but I just typed it in. I think it's mainly for knitting, is if I am correct. Yeah, I'll have to read everyone's comments later because I got way too far behind. All right, so are these my new glasses or are they my old ones? Remember I told you guys, if you missed it, I went in to get new glasses because my prescription changed, and I had already waited because they had new frames coming in. So by the time I went in there about, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago now, I just wanted to get them because my old ones were weak. I could tell, you know. So the girl who was helping me said, if you don't try them on and go, oh, I love them, or something like that, don't buy them. And she's right. You really should like your glasses. And I know we discussed this last time, so I won't go over all that. I didn't find anything that I liked any better than these ones, so I got the same ones. Okay. Doris says, love my serger. Joyce says, Marie, thanks again for my winning with Kimberly. The fabric was amazing. Well, I'm glad you won, and I'm glad you're happy with it. Everyone usually is. She's very generous. All thanks go to her, but you're very welcome. Terry says she used to crochet sweaters for her daughters and then matching ones for their dolls. Of course you did, because you're just that awesome. Bye, Judy. Thank you for dropping by and hanging out with us. Let's see. Hi, Fern. There's Fern. She is our latest winner. She must have received her fabric by now from My Fabric Addiction. She had to wait like a week because Kimberly was away at that quilting thing in Texas at the time. Fern, you were the winner, right? I believe. All right. So anyway, back to my glasses. I got my new glasses. I can't see. Well, I can see. Everything is very fuzzy. Now, before I left with the glasses, they had me try them on, and I said they're not right. And they had me do the eye test on the wall, and I would go like this and this and this, and, you know, trying to move the glasses on my face. And so the guy said, well, the best thing you can do is put them on first thing in the morning, which I know that to be true. And I remember when I got these ones felt like they were too strong. But after a couple of days, they were perfect. I didn't have any more issue. So the next day I got up and I put these new ones on, and I only lasted about 2 hours. I felt nauseous. I could not do it. When I was going up and down the stairs, I felt like I wasn't sure of where my foot was on the stair, especially going down. I was afraid I was going to fall. Didn't need to fall. Took them off. Gave them a try the next day. I wore them until the middle of the 4th day when I could not tolerate it anymore. Now, not having a car, I can't just pop over there and say they're wrong. But we are going over tomorrow. I already called them. Hi, Vivian. Good to see you. Oh, Gisela has to go. Sorry, Gisela, but thank you for hanging out with us. It's always good to see you. So I told them, I said, I'm hoping that it's an adjustment, because with no-line bifocals, if they're sitting down here or they're sitting any little bit wonky, or if they're not on your ear right, you're not going to be looking directly through there the way you should. So I'm hoping that it's an adjustment, but I'm going in tomorrow to get those taken care of. So for now, I have on my old ones. Also, 3 weeks ago when we were talking about these, we were talking about ordering glasses online, and I couldn't think of the term for the measurement that you need, and it's called pupillary distance. Now, a lot of eye doctors put it right on your prescription, but not all of them do. Ask me how I know. And pupillary distance is one of those things that if you're a little bit off on that, your glasses are not going to be right. So when I had said there's a measurement that I don't have and you need it to order glasses online, that's what I couldn't think of, was pupillary distance. All right, let's see. Doris says, oops, just got kicked out. They can't kick you out. Do they know who they're messing with, Doris? We'll all stick up for you. I don't know why that would happen. I apologize. Vivian says, I crochet, can't knit, but I got an Addy knitting machine for my birthday on Monday. Well, happy birthday. I knitted my first hat. Well, I'll have to look that up because I have never heard of that. Learn something new every day, don't we? All right, let's see. Jan, hi Jan. She says, oh, I've been there with the glasses. They did my prescription wrong. Yes, I have heard that it can happen, so I'm not going to take any chances. I mean, that's a lot of money. Hi, Kathleen. Fellow Mainer there. She says, just got on from Unity, Maine. Good to see you, Kathleen, as always. Is the sun shining down there? Because it isn't up here. It's just about, I think, 48 degrees, and it is overcast and has been all day. Vivian says she's recovering from hip replacement surgery on the 30th of October. Oh my. Well, I hope that's going well. And I'm sure you'll be feeling a whole lot better soon. And once it's in the rear view, I hear all good things. All good things. Let's see. Terry says, Marie, on the steps you need to not look down because for distance, which a step is the top. Well, exactly. But it's one of those things I wasn't really looking down. It's when I'm looking ahead, it just feels like my foot is not going where it should, and then you glance because it's human nature, and then it throws me all off. It was really bad. Really bad, but yes. Mine are no lines. Yep, these are. And this last pair was really hard to get used to. They just didn't feel right. Now, not so bad now, but it took a good week of forcing myself to wear them. You know, I'm sorry, Luby Girl had just said that, what I read. And you know, that's true. And I was having those pajama days, like I had said, and I was on the couch and I would be trying to watch TV with a pillow behind my neck going like this so that I could look down through my glasses. It was driving me crazy. And like I said, on the fourth day, I just couldn't take it anymore. And I wasn't taking them on and off. Once I put them on in the morning, I left them on. And like I said, on day 4, I was like, I just couldn't take it anymore. It felt like my stomach was flip-flopping. I'd had a headache for days. And Hey, there's Honor. How are you? She says, so hello. Aisha says, the knitting machine, Addy, or the other brands, they are not new, Marie. It's been out. Well, thank you. I'm not aware of it. It's been a while since I've knit. I mean, 20 years ago, I knit day in, day out. I was knitting a lot of the time. I'd never heard of that. I had a knitting machine years ago that you'd move this thing back and forth and it would knit. I can't remember the name of it now. Richard says, a few years ago I got 2 pair of glasses, one for the computer and one for distance. They made them both for distance and didn't believe me that one pair was wrong until they checked. Yeah. Susan says she has lined bifocals. Yeah, see, I got the no line. So what it is they should be the exact same thing as these. They're just a little stronger. In fact, I think this one is a little better and this one's was a little worse. But either way, I'll take them in and I'll see what what they say. Let's see. Terry says, I know. It makes me dizzy when I do that. So my remedy is I gave up stairs. So sure you did, Terry. See this girl? You never know whether to believe her or not. And if you're new here and you're wondering, what is this What's Up Wednesday? What you see is what you get. We just chit-chat and have a good time. We joke. We have prizes and giveaways. We haven't done that yet. We will. Yeah. We're in about 45 minutes. We'll get there. We're almost there. But no, we don't do any kind of tutorial on Wednesdays. It is definitely called What's Up Wednesdays because we just talk about what we've all been doing and we have a great time chit-chatting. Okay, so I do have more happy mail, but it's not from subscribers. It's from who? Who are we talking about? Oh, Kimberly from My Fabric Addiction. You mean she sent me another box of goodies? Of course she did. All right. Are you ready? Oh, let me catch up first. Addie is a German-made knitting machine. They are less expensive. There are less expensive ones also. Huh. Interesting. Terry says the wrong glasses are horrible to deal with. I agree. You got everyone saying hi to Honor. We're glad she dropped in. Late or not, we'll take it. Maybe they made the wrong lenses for your glasses. That's what I wondered too. But like I said, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt on, like checking to make sure they're sitting correctly on my face. Susan says, this damp weather is hurting my back. I've got a huge titanium rod in my spine that wasn't put in right 18 years ago. Oh my goodness. That's got to be painful. And Luby Girl says, I had kind of bad experience at Lens Crafters several years ago too and never went back. Well, that's the thing. I figured it can happen to anyone. Those companies, any place that makes lenses, they're doing so many in a day. I figure there's bound to be times where it gets messed up, Another brand is Centro. Terry says, I had bifocal contacts. They worked well. I've never had contacts. Let's see. You can't knit in the round. Yeah, see, that's the thing. With the knitting thing that I had, I called it a knitting machine, but it was very manual. You could only do straight pieces. Like, you couldn't do anything in the round. Fern says, I have 2 pair, one for reading, one for distance. Now he said to stop wearing the distance. See, I have some in here. Most people would call them readers, but they're not. They're my sewers. I usually have them right here where I can grab them, but of course right now. So I have the cute little string thing on them so that I can leave them on like this. But anyway, yeah, those I wear if I'm sitting here doing sewing, or I should have them on if I'm knitting or doing anything like that. All right. Let me catch up really quick. Thank you. Susan says, please click the like button. Thank you very much for reminding everyone. Shirley. Hi, Shirley. She says, I wear trifocals. I wonder if those were really hard to get used to. Okay. Giovanna needs only readers. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I can't imagine that rod in your back. That's got to be rough. Ugh, I don't know. All right, so the first thing off the top is a quilt kit called Warm Reflections, and it's got all the cuts of fabric in here. Now, I'm going to make a YouTube short and show all these fabrics that Kimberly sent me. So again, Terry had just put the link in. It's called My Fabric Addiction 1. So she had asked me what I wanted, and I did have a few things on my wish list, so to speak. But she always throws in goodies because she spoils me terribly. Now, I had some of this last year. This is a Christmas one. These are the 10-inch squares, the layer cakes. I have had the jelly rolls of this, and it works out great to have these as well. And then these are the 3.5-inch squares that are just all random fabric. They're not matchy-matchy, they're scraps, and I love that. And of course, a package of the Scrappy strip pack. Oops, upside down, they almost went all over the place. So these are what drew me to her site to begin with. That's how I met her, was these right here. Scrappy strip packs. What they are is they're just with the fabric, and they could be various widths. The length is with the fabric, but you get a lot of variety of fabrics in there. I'm sorry that I'm not showing you all that well, I guess. They can be they're pretty close to 2.5 inches, but they are not a jelly roll. And then some of them are wider. Some of them are 3, even sometimes 4 inches. See, some of them are folded, like this one, because they're wider. I apologize. Not very good at doing this. Anyway, this is how I found her shop to begin with, and I was stuck on these from day one. They are awesome. Scrappy strip pack is what they're called. And then I have had the jelly rolls and the layer cakes of this, and it's a snowman fabric pack. So you get it in the light blue. Let me unfold this. So you get the snowman in like the medium blue, and then you get the snowflake to match, and the solid, the dark blue, the snowflake, and the solid, and then the light blue snowflake, and the solid. So these are the fat quarter pieces. And what I'll do is I will edit the description box after. It will be this afternoon. It won't be directly after, but I will edit the description box and link to as many of these as I can that you guys might like. Now, this is one of the things I had asked her for, because last year, well, it's here somewhere. Last year, she gifted me the jelly roll to this. Now, this is by Moda, and it's called Hello Holidays. And it has the, let me see, you got reindeer, and I don't know, it's so hard to show on this. Anyway, there's reindeer and elves and all kinds of holiday goodness. It's just adorable fabric. So again, it's Moda Hello Holidays, and I will link that down below. Okay. So the other thing that I had asked her for was, I said, you have this, and the name of the fabric. I said, you have a jelly roll or a layer cake. I'll take either one, but I don't need both, because I didn't. I would have been happy with one, but what did she do? She gave me both. So by Timeless Treasures, okay, they're pansies. And I know it shows a butterfly there, but you can probably see the pansies down here, right? And the jelly roll. Yeah, it's just called Pansy. And she has this on her website. So I will edit the description box. Thank you. Terry is dropping some links in there for the Scrappy strip packs and things like that. And I will edit the description box to show that. This, I don't know whether she sells this or if this was just a one-time thing, because sometimes she'll send me things that are a one-time thing. But we will see. So thank you to Kimberly from My Fabric Addiction, one, for sending me this lovely, lovely box of goodies. And as I said, I'm going to do a YouTube short. I already have my music selection cut down to like 3 fabrics to choose from. Where do snowmen keep their money? In snowbanks. Ah ha ha, that is cute. I like that. Okay, I have to scroll back up. Thank you, everyone. They love the fabric. It is a fun box. And Susan says, love the fabrics from Kimberly. Yes, they are wonderful. Hi, Brenda Foley. How are you? Love that bookcase in the back, especially full of fabrics. This bookcase right here, my husband made that when he was 15 years old in shop class. And he's had it all these years. I had to pull it out because it was against the heat back there, but I really need to straighten my fabric out. See, if one of you just wanted to come spend a day, we'd do that. No, we wouldn't. We know we wouldn't do that. I do need to straighten my fabrics, though. I really do, but thank you. Terry says, I got such beautiful fabric from my fabric addiction when I won it as well. Yes, it really is nice. She does a very good box. She's very generous. Valerie says, beautiful scrappy fabric. Thank you. Fern, oh, I love snowmen. Let's see. I got to scroll down through. I'm sorry I can't read everyone's out loud right now. Yes, I love pansies too. Gorgeous. I love Timeless Treasures fabric. That was sweet of her. Yes, it was. Vivian, I can't wait until I can sit in my craft room chair. It's too low for me right now. I have limitations on how I sit. Yes, I would imagine. Betty loves the snowman fabric. Nancy says love her grab bags. And yes, it is beautiful. Lynn and Journals, hello. Hello to you. All right, so what is next? It's our giveaways. All righty. So before we do that, I'm going to give the creative word of the day, which isn't even all that creative. Usually on the first Wednesday of every month, I just give you that month. Like, since this is November, the creative word of the day is going to be November. So in the comments, and please not here in the live chat where everyone is chatting right now. If you're watching on replay, you're all set. Go under the video after the live stream is done. You refresh your page and it will say comments and you just type one in. In the comments section, you're going to use the month of November, the word November. Maybe you want to say, in November, I look forward to Thanksgiving, or I'm not doing any housework in November. Whatever you want to write, you can write, okay? That's the creative word of the day. So we have 3 drawings coming up. We have the comment of the week. The person wins a fabric postcard. And the only thing you need to do, as I said earlier in the video, is leave a comment. Any comment at all gets you in the running. So I have everything set up over here. We're going to draw for the postcard win. And then we have this we're going to draw for, let's do that first. This is for the monthly Creative Word of the Day contest. And you win something either made by me or purchased by me, depending on if you're outside the U.S. or not. And then we're going to draw for the fabric giveaway. All right, so these are the names that are going to be in the running. I'm going to set this here, and we'll fold these as we go. So these names go in for the final drawing. So on October 2nd, the person's name who was drawn from that day is Kathy Fleetstra, Flietstra 7087. So I'm going to fold her name up in half and then in half again. And from October 16th, we have Charlotte Howard. She was here a little while ago. I don't know if she's still here, but we're going to fold her name up. Put it in there. We have 5 because one of my videos, the electricity went out in the middle of it. So we ended up having 2 of that live stream. So I had a winner from each video. So October 23rd, part 1 video is Angel Hoey, H-O-E-Y, Angel. So that's from part 1 of the October 23rd video. Then we have October 23rd, part 2 is Aunt Di. Oops, she got some glare on her there. We're going to fold her up. Just like Houdini. You're going to fold these people right up. I'm just not going to saw through them. And then on October 30th, we have Susan Lapierre-Jones. All right. So these people's names are going in. They're all in here. Okay. Gonna mix them up. Wire. Okay, I got to scroll back up here. Let's see. Crafting with Vivian says, I miss sewing. Yes, of course. And it's even worse when you know you can't do something because of something physical like that. Yeah, yeah. Richard says, why are snowmen's feet always cold? Because they have on snowshoes. There you go. Okay, or maybe they don't have them, says Giovanna. And it's also about how I get up out of the chair. I can't bend forward past a 90-degree angle. Lynn, I'm sorry, everyone. We're right in the middle of doing some drawings right now, and you kind of came at us all at once with a lot of different questions. So we're a fabric scrappy group at this moment, and we're just kind of in the middle of something. Okay, so we're going to do a drawing. Now, the person for this will win, for the month of November, wins the Creative Word of the Day contest. So let's see. Oh, we can get Giovanna to grab in there, right? Okay, here it is. Giovanna's grabbing. Who did we get? Who's the lucky winner for the month of November? It is Susan Lapierre-Jones. Congratulations. I'm going to write your name down. You are the Creative Word of the Day, or the month, winner. Susan Lapierre-Jones. So that means that you win something that I made, and I don't know if I have your address or not. I would have to look and see if you've ever, it seems to me you won a postcard or something like a year or two ago. But either way, we will get your name and get that taken care of. So now we need to go over to the iPad so that we can draw the winner for this week's postcard. Just a second. All right. So we need to have winners. So what it is, as I explained earlier, we have one fabric winner each week, and we have one postcard winner week. All right, so let's see who is going to win. This is for the fabric, okay? Usually we leave that for last, all right? Okay, are we ready? Do we have a drum roll? Because I have a winner. I'm sitting on it. I'm not telling. I'm not telling. I'm not telling. All right, are we ready? Is everyone in suspense? Okay, I'm going to try to show it as best I can. Hold on, I got to zoom in on it. Maybe not that much. Congratulations to Laura Ruthruff. You have won the fabric this week from My Fabric Addiction 1 on Etsy. So, see, you got the drum roll and everything. All right, congratulations to everyone. Hi, Drinette. All right, so congratulations to Laura. Let me write your name down. You won the fabric. Laura Ruthruff. 4741. Isn't that funny how YouTube puts all these things, people's names and stuff on there? All right. So now we need a postcard winner. I got to turn the glare down on this. All right. So this is a person who writes any comment at all. All right. Boy, it's still very glaring on my face, making me look angelic. Now this is any person's comment goes in for this to win. So I'm going to butcher their last name, but the comment reads, "Hi Marie, sorry I missed you this morning. I forgot. So glad I could catch you tonight. Love watching your show." Now see, they didn't use any magical words or any special words. They just left a comment and they won. So this is from 20 days ago because it's been 3 weeks. So Cheryl Louks, Louks. So Cheryl Louks, I'm sorry. I will go to these winning comments and I will let the person know. And you have 1 week to get a hold of me with your information. And I don't hold over week to week. We give away a prize, and you have 7 days from the time I post it until yeah, sorry, I had to take care of that. You have 1 week to let me know. So congratulations to our winners. That's exciting. So we have Cheryl Louks, who has won, Louks, who has won the fabric postcard. Susan Lapierre-Jones, who won the creative word of the day, which is a monthly contest for the month of November. And our fabric winner from My Fabric Addiction 1 is Laura Ruthruff. So I'm butchering the names. I apologize. I do that stuff all the time and I apologize. So I think I showed you guys the little Christmassy or wintry, I should say, postcards I was working on. I still haven't gotten any, whoops, upside down. Oh, these are some of these are scraps. This one is from the same set that I was just showing you here. Okay, these are some of the leftovers. So that is one of them that was in there, and there's another one. Yeah, so some of them that were in that were just scraps. Anyway, but that's just another thing. So I was thinking, and I apologize if I put this out there 3 weeks ago, but you know, my attention span and my memory are not that long. My thought was, throughout this next few months, as I'm making postcards, to make 1 or 2 here or there that might be like for Easter or a birthday or something like that, and then packaging 10 or 12 of them together and putting them up for sale as a postcard collection. Because I've actually had a few people ask me, you know, would you sell postcards? Well, it's kind of hard to price them because, you know, depending. Some of them you can put a lot of work into, and some of them I have. Like before I had a channel, they used to really be intricate. But anyway, I have some. I'm going to put some pictures up on the Facebook group for. Does anyone journal? I do not. If I had any more stuff to do, I'd have to have a storage unit. Hi, Carla. She says, it's been a blast catching the live today. I'm having so much fun. I'm so glad. Oh, Gammy Rowe. Love those postcards, Marie. Well, thank you very much. Hi, Gladys. Good to see you. Terry says, Marie, I love those layer cakes. I hardly ever buy them, but I should. You know, that's the thing. I never, ever bought pre-cuts. I never did. Well, other than fat quarters, I never bought a pre-cut. Until I had this channel, I had never had a jelly roll pack, like ever. I just never did. But they are very nice. They are very nice. Trinette, love the postcards. It's so good to see you here, Trinette. We're glad you dropped by. Hi, Jan. Okay, what do you mean by postcard? Well, I have some videos showing them, but basically, you take scraps of fabric. You can do them in any number of ways. Let me see. There's some that I had for Halloween. Whoops. Now see this? I took scraps and I put all the different strips going through here and then other ones going the other way, and then I just used some Heat and Bond Light to take appliques off. I just fussy cut some fabrics. I do them in all kinds of ways. Where's my little box here? So what I do is I sew those onto a piece of cotton batting. And then I have fabric. I have a piece of comic book board or heavyweight cardstock that you cut to fit for the back. And then I glue the batting and the front piece onto this. And as you can see, I stitch around it. Let me give you a few other examples, Jan. I do them for different holidays or seasons, and some of them are just plain, they're just scraps. Some of them, see, I've got little teeny tiny scraps in that one, almost like crumb piecing in that one. I just gave away a whole bunch that were really nice, so I don't have a lot of my good ones. Some of them are themed. See how this one is nursing themed? And yes, you can. They're real postcards. You can send them. I did some at Valentine's Day. I just apologize because the ones that are really fancy that I did last week, they all went out. See, even did them for a sports team. Then we've got hanging on by a thread. Happy fall. But you can do them in any way, shape, or form that you want. Like I said, I had some really nice ones that I sent out last week to some of the winners. What do I use them for? The postcards? They're a postcard. When I gift them, like let's say that Terry won one from my channel. When I send her one, I use a post-it note to stick a little note on there, because when I send it to her, she might want to reuse it. But you definitely can send them. What I do is I send them in a clear envelope with a label on the front. Now, I have a video. I actually have more than one video of how these are done. And there again, I will edit and add that in this afternoon to the description box, because there's more than one. And there was something else I was going to add in there other than the RFID fabric. Oh, the My Fabric Addiction one. Links. Oh, and this one has like French writing in behind. Then I had some heart fabric. See, I'll use anything. And then that one had the postmark. I haven't stitched around that one, but see, it has the cotton batting in between there. That's just how it works. Terry's been making the postcards such a good pastime. Oh, I'm glad you like them. Yeah. Giovanna says, Maria, you should go to Robin's shop. I've seen them, actually, thank you, Giovanna. I've seen the prices be all over the place. And of course, some of them that I make more fancy, I'd have to charge more. But if I put them together, like some that are just randomly, you know, real easy up to really hard, I'd still have to come up with a price for the 10 or the 12 or however many I sold. You know. But, you know, be a good Christmas present. It would be. Yes, it would. Mail them to friends. Yep. And they do. They make a good gift. I have a friend, and her mom is my mom's age. They're in their 90s. They love to get them. Like, I sent my mom one this past spring because I knew it was time for her to be planting her flowers. So I got all kinds of beautiful flowery calico fabrics, scraps, put them all together, and then I found a piece of fabric and fussy cut it, and it said something like, with every seed there's hope, or something like that. But it was a gardening quote with showing flowers, you know. So it's a good way. And then it's a great thing to do for birthdays. You can cut candles out of scrap fabric and make it look like candles on a cake. the possibilities are absolutely endless. But I know I have at least 2 tutorials up, and I have a sew along and all this and that. And you know, I still feel like I have a million ideas for more videos on just postcards, but I don't want to bore people with just postcards. Giovanna says, I would never give away a gift given to me. I understand that, but I always try to send it to people and give them that option in case they want to share something, you know. Hi, Jill. She says, sorry, had my therapy. I hope you were here when I showed my shirt off, Jill. Thank you very much. Oh, Joy says, me either, Giovanna. Nancy says, instead of making postcards, I make greeting cards. I did that for my mom. I made a YouTube short. I don't know if you saw it or not, Nancy, but I did the same thing, so that's exciting. She said she buys the blank cards and envelopes at her local craft store. So much fun. Yes, I loved it. In fact, that's another reason why I think I might do another tutorial, is because I just used the blank cards. They're already folded. They come with the envelope, and it was just some minor adjustments. So, yeah. All right. Jan says, never in my wildest dreams. Thanks for the idea. I'll check out your video. Well, you're welcome, and thank you very much, Terry, for dropping the link for her. Let's see. Giovanna, they feel so good. Lynn, by the way, I commented on your part 2 video. Hope you like it when you see it after this video. Okay, thank you very much. I will take a look. In fact, speaking of comments, I'm like 3 weeks behind on these things. I used to never let it get that far behind. Yeah, Fern, would they make good mug rugs? No. They're basically the size of a mug rug. There's nothing wrong with that, but once this cardboard paper, this is paper on the back, so when it gets wet, if it got wet at all, it wouldn't make a good mug rug in that. The other thing I wanted you to see is you can use a lot of decorative stitches. If you notice here, the ones that I just made were right full of decorative stitches. I mean, this one is, but it's difficult to see and even harder to see when you're looking at it the way you guys are. But the ones I just made were right full of decorative stitches. So most of us, we use a straight stitch, maybe a zigzag once in a while, but gives us a chance to, you know, use up some of those stitches. But sorry, Fern, they would not make a good mug rug only because of the cardboard on the back. Yes, Jill says you are welcome. I love my shirt. I was showing it off earlier, so if you missed that part, you might want to go back and rewatch, because I am very happy with it. Nancy says she could watch me make cards all day long. Well, I guess that answers that question. Oh, goodness. Vivian says, thank you, Terry. I made a very short video last night showing my birthday present. I hope to make some more videos soon. I'll have to try to check that out. Oh, speaking of videos, it popped up today. Terry put up a video, and then I went and looked. She's got another one. But these weren't just now. It's just, I'm just getting the notification because, you know, thank you, YouTube. All right, everyone. I want to thank you for hanging out with me today, for all of us hanging out with everyone else, and yes, with a different backing, Fern, and that, you know, absolutely, you can make a mug rug any size, any way. That's absolutely doable. So congratulations to our winners. Thank you again to my mods, my admins. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Terry, thank you for all the links, keeping us all with our heads on straight, pointing us in the right direction. It's been great to chat with you guys after 3 weeks. Oh my goodness, it seems like it's been forever. So it's been great. I appreciate you looking at all my happy mail. And I can smell lasagna, which means my husband took it out of the oven, and, you know, can't wait to have that. Congratulations to our winners. I will go edit that in. I will edit in the description box so that everyone knows what the RFID fabric looks like. I mean, I'm just going to throw a link at you. You can buy it anywhere. I will link the postcard videos and the links to the fabric from my fabric addiction. So, yeah. Vivian says, I love being able to chat with everyone. Feel better soon, Vivian, and everyone's really. Thank you guys so much. Terry's screaming, lasagna. Betty, have a great day, everyone. So good to see you, too. Have a great day, everyone. See you in the chats. Laura says, bye. Jill, bye. Take care, everyone, and remember, be kind out there. The world needs more of that. And I'll see you next time, right here at Marie's Scrappy Creations. Bye, Carla, Jill, Laura, Deb, Giovanna. I'll never get everyone on her.